Hello everyone, CaddywhumpusGamer here, bringing you another episode of Minecraft Awakening. Today's episode we are going to be looking at some stuff from Project E. Alright, the first two items we're going to look at are the Transmutation Table and the Transmutation Tablet. These two kind of go together. Alright, this is the recipe for the Transmutation Table, and you use that to make the tablet. You're going to need a super dense core, which those take a Philosopher's Stone. Alright, you're going to need 2 energy condensers, and each one of those is going to take 2 Philosopher's Stones. So you need 5 Philosopher's Stones to make this. Alright, you're going to need 4 of these, 4 of these, 8 of these, 4 of these. You know, you're going to need some neutronium, some dark matter blocks. The plates do not have an EMC value, so you are going to have to make them by hand, and that is an infusion crafting recipe. I actually had a hard time making those today because for some reason my ME system keeps dropping offline. So I was losing my Essentia provider and some of my other, like my items and my Essentia storage were going offline, so I wasn't getting the stuff for the infusion like I needed. So that was kind of a little bit of a pain. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to make your transmutation tablet like this, or table. You're going to pull it out. Alright, then you're going to craft it with 4 dark matter blocks and 4 stone of any type. There's all sorts of ones in this pack. And that's going to give you the transmutation tablet. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put the table down somewhere, and it goes on top of a block like this. So you're probably going to want to put it on top of a block or just put it on the floor. You're going to right click on it, and I apologize that there are items and EMC in here. This is actually my second time recording. Let's see. Let's just pull some of this out. It's actually my second time recording because I am really tired and I've been tripping over my tongue all day. And I just needed to redo the recording. Alright, so basically how it works. A little bit of a lag spike there. I think maybe every time my drives go offline is when I get those lag spikes. I'm not sure though. And I wish I knew what was causing it. Alright, so when you first get this, there will be no items in here. And this will not have a number here. So basically what you do is every time you put an item in the fuel slot here, it will destroy it and turn it into EMC. It will also add it as a recipe over here. So all these ingots here, I can just click these like this and you can see it says learned. So I can put them in there like that. Alright, now I have all this stuff right here. Now, if I want to, I can sort through using the tabs and look through everything. Or I can type in, like, if I want alloy, I can go like this, and it comes up with any things that are alloys. Alright, so the EMC value here, every time you burn an item, that goes up. So if I put a bunch of red matter furnaces in here, I can now go, oh, I want, you know, actually, let's see. Let's get rid of the alloy because an expensive one is the crystal matrix ingots. So I can just shift click, get a stack out, and you can see the EMC value drop. Now I can also just put those back in for later. So this is a way to kind of carry around tons of items with you. There is an item, let's see, right here. Unfortunately, you can't craft this right now. I'm hoping that maybe Shadow Wake will add in a recipe for that. Basically this, you would put it in here and burn it, and it would give you every single item, or the recipe for every single item that you can make with EMC. I would like to see, like maybe, let's see, at Thaumcraft, the crystal tablet thing, where is it? Was that not from Thaumcraft? Was that from something else? It's an item added in by Thaumcraft, and basically you use it to get a bunch... Oh, here it is, right here. These, the whatever records. Alright, these you can actually make. And why are those not... Why is that not showing me a recipe? Oh, maybe it won't show recipes inside of here? That's why. Okay, if you use 4 infinity ingots and a knowledge fragment, you can get this thing, which I wish you could use this to craft that book from Project E. Because Let me just double check. Yeah, see, no recipe for it. I really wish we could make this. It would make life a lot easier. So basically, if you want to make an item, you have to have that item, and you have to throw it in here. But it's nice because, like, okay, just say I want to add red alloy. I can just go like this, and then pull one back out. So it's not like you lose it. You can pull it right out again, so it's not a big deal. All right. One thing you will want to know is that the tablet and the table both use the same EMC and recipes. They are player specific. What does that mean? That means if you are playing on a multiplayer server and your friend has one of these, and you're like, oh, you got a transmutation table. Oh, can I use it real quick? You know, and your friend's like, sure, go ahead. If you open it up, you will see, and it's the first time you've used it, you will see no recipes here, and you will see 0 EMC. So you start throwing stuff in there, you get your recipes going, you got your EMC stored up in there. Your friend's like, hey, he comes over. He uses it. When he opens it up, he sees his recipes and his EMC. So it is player specific, meaning, okay, you've used your friend's table and you've got, 50 recipes over here and your EMC stored over here. Later on, when you make one and you open it up, it's still going to have your EMC and it's still going to have all your recipes. So that's like a super, super handy feature. All right, I don't believe there's any way to actually automate this. Let me double check real quick. I'm like 99% sure. All right, oops. And throw these in here. Yep, okay, so this doesn't look like it's automatable. I was pretty sure about that. All right, so the second item that we are going to cover is the red matter furnace. All right, I haven't really covered this before, and someone had said make sure you don't overlook it. Now, I will explain, let's see, why I don't use it. And there is a good reason. So let's see, shadow. Let's grab a few stacks of shadow ore. All right. So this is very nice in the fact that I can throw a stack of shadow metal ore in here. All right, and throw some fuel in there, and look at how fast this thing smelts. The other thing it'll do, and I just found this out today, it'll output to an adjacent inventory. So you can see this is where the ingots are going. All right, and it also smelts at a ratio of 2 to 1, which means it will double your ores. Now, here's the reason that I never really use it. Okay, 32 shadow metal ore is going to get me 64 of the ingots. All right, look at the total EMC value here and here. They're exactly the same. All right, so what that means is instead of using fuel in here, I can go to a condenser, target the ingots here, throw in a full stack, and I get 2 stacks of ingots. It's instantaneous, or pretty much instantaneous, and no fuel cost. That's one of the reasons I don't really use the red matter furnace. Now, if there's items that you need to be able to smelt, and they don't have an EMC value where you can just transition from one to the other, then this red matter furnace would be amazing. But, if I want glass, I can throw sand in here and convert it to glass instantly. All right, so that's an item that I was asked to cover, which that's why I don't use it. I'm sure there's plenty of things that don't have an EMC value that you can smelt, and it's good for, but I pretty much EMC everything if I need it, and if it has an EMC value. All right, so one of the other items that we are going to look at, we're actually going to look at several different items, and I'm going to put my entire inventory in here. All right, I'm going to grab this Alchemical Bag, and I'm going to grab the red Morningstar. All right, yeah, like that. Okay, so 2 things. The Alchemical Bag. Now, these things are nice. You open them up, they have a huge inventory. All right, and in here, there's a few items still in here from my last use. All right, and in here, I have a void ring. All right, the void ring is made... Come on. What do I got to take this out to look at the recipe? Whoops. No recipe found. Wait, what? Okay, that's strange. /empty reload. And by the way, if you can't find recipes for stuff, you do /empty reload. Interesting. I think it's empty reload. I'm not sure what's the deal with that, but hopefully it hasn't been removed. But basically, this ring is a... let's see, I can just look it up. It is this, the Gem of Eternal Density. Basically, it condenses items on the go. You can change the target item. Alright, and it is also... Let's see, let me hit uses for this. There we go. There's the recipe. So I don't know what the deal is with that. Alright, so it's a Gem of Eternal Density and a black hole band. So basically what this does is it will pull items in. It will condense them into EMC inside of this ring. And then it will make whatever the target item is. In my case, I have it set to red matter. Alright, so the recipes for the black hole band are really easy. It's 2 dark matter and an iron band, which is just basically iron around a bucket of lava. Alright, and then the other part of it, the Gem of Eternal Density, is just 5 diamonds, 2 dark matter, and 2 obsidian. Alright, so when you make this thing and you put it in here, you'll have to set the target item. So the current target is red matter. It says press numpad 7 to change the target, right-click to set up a blacklist, whitelist, shift right-click to toggle. Alright, so once you get this set up, it will pull any items that I mine. Okay, let's see. Let's grab something with a fairly high EMC value. And this thing mines super fast. So basically, as I'm mining like this, everything, those black orbs that you see flying at me are basically the items in a condensed thing. So if I mine a bunch, it doesn't cause a bunch of lag. Alright, so it's all gone into here and it's stored in this ring as EMC value. Alright, now with the red Morningstar, this is cool. You just saw how fast this thing mines. Check this out. If you use the charge button, which by default is the 8 on the number pad, but unfortunately, when you try and hold shift and do it, which is how you downcharge something, it doesn't work. So I had to retoggle it to B. So if I hit this, you can see the bar growing. And it has 4 settings. So if I hold shift and do the B, you'll see it go back down. So basically, if I charge this up once, and I right-click, it does this area like this. If I charge it up again, and I do it, it does an area like this. Setting number 3, like this. And setting number 4 is like that. Alright, so what I do, or what I did was, I can just run through. And the other thing is, if you right-click on dirt or gravel, it kind of either mines the whole thing or mines a straight block, so it's kind of weird. Ores, if you right-click one, it mines all of that type that are nearby. So always try and hit stone when you're mining like this. So if I just do this, and it might be a little bit noisy, and I apologize for that, but I'm going to take about 10 seconds to mine. Whoa. Okay. And we'll run over here. Oops, and you can see I hit an ore there, so it kind of messed up. Alright, now I did have some EMC inside of that bag. And you can see I actually filled up that entire bag and had a little extra go into my inventory because there wasn't room. Now this will condense down, and you see I've already gotten 2 red matter. So I've already gotten over 600,000 EMC just from that short little mining trip. Alright, now pumisite does not have an EMC value. I would like to see like a 1 EMC value for this or something, the same as cobblestone, just because if you're using this method for mining, you're constantly having to clean out the pumisite inside the bag. I also got some diamond infused obsidian. I got 11 of that from this trip. So it's a super fast way. Like when I was first looking for diamond infused obsidian, this is how I did it. I used the red Morningstar, charged it all the way up, used this bag with the gem of, or what is it? The void ring in it. All right, and that's how I got a bunch of diamond infused obsidian. It was just insane amounts, very fast. All right, that's going to do it for today's episode. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. If you did, leave a like, tell a friend, and until next time, this is CaddywhumpusGamer signing off.